대통령님이 앞을 보시게 해야 된다고 해서 지금 자리 변동이 조금 있습니다. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to welcome everyone, especially His Excellency President Boakai, a member of his cabinet and advisors, to this gathering this morning, to Liberia-Korea Business Roundtable. I thank His Honor for making his time on this last day of his stay as he is departing Korea to return to his country later this afternoon. Mr. President has visited Korea twice before. The last visit was while he was serving in Liberia. This is his first visit as President, and I hope it will not be his last. I hope we will have the opportunity to welcome him back again soon. He arrived on Monday, and he's had a very busy week, including bilateral with the President of Korea and many other officials as well, his long-standing colleagues, and also a very warm welcome luncheon on Wednesday, hosted by Reverend Chang-Han Kim, the chairman of the Far East Broadcasting Corporation, who brought a number of business executives to welcome the President and his delegation. We have prepared this business roundtable to introduce some of the members of the Korean business community who are interested in doing business with Liberia in many different areas of economy, including agriculture, fisheries, mining, healthcare, and many other technology areas. So these are areas that I believe some of these are areas of President's interest, and we hope after today's gathering there will be visits by the members of this delegation to Liberia to learn more about the business circumstances of Liberia. At this time, I want to welcome Minister Pia, Minister of Information, Culture and Tourism, to introduce the member of the Liberian delegation and to introduce the President for his remarks. Please welcome Minister Pia.
Thank you. Even though you caught me unaware, because I wasn't told, but it's a pleasure to do so. And at this point, I'd like to introduce the members of the Liberian delegation that accompany His Excellency to Korea. So I'll start with the one we normally call the Dean of the President's Cabinet, Her Excellency Sarah Beslo-Nyati. She's the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Geraldine George is the country's first female Minister of National Defense. Dr. Alexander Nuta is the Minister of Agriculture. The Honorable Sam Steve Quia is the Minister of State for Special Services. Mr. Jeff Blibo is the Chair of the country's National Investment Commission. Mr. Molly is the advisor to the President on Economic Affairs. Ambassador Blamo Nelson is our ambassador to Japan with responsibilities in Korea. Kula Fofana, the lady with the camera, is the voice of the President, the press secretary to the President. Ambassador Charles Snyder is ambassador at large at the Ministry of State Affairs. Am I leading off anybody? Who? You?
Yes, sir.
So speaking is Jerome Matthew Pierre, the Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism. And now, as I was told to do, it is did you say I should invite the President?
Yes.
All right. I thought our Chief of Protocol would have done so, but since you say so, it is now my distinguished pleasure to invite His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai, Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia, who will now make some lines. Mr. President.
This well-attended business meeting. I'm glad that all of us know that we're here not as tourists or venturers. We're here for business. And I want to recognize our distinguished guests, my newly found friends of Liberia, Ambassador Tung Soo Young and Stan Choi, esteemed business leaders of Korea, and honored delegates, our own delegation, ladies and gentlemen. A few days ago, we concluded our historic participation in the 2024 Korea-Africa Business Summit. This esteemed gathering presents another opportunity to strengthen economic ties between the Republic of Korea and Liberia, addressing critical issues like industrial development, trade expansion, food and mineral security, and tackling climate change, all matters shared concern. Since assuming office, my administration had been laser focused on transforming Liberia into a suitable investment destination. We are enacting reforms to streamline progress and process, ensuring Liberia thrives in the global marketplace. Liberia boasts a dynamic and promising investment climate, rich natural resources, strategic location, a young, energetic population position us for success across various sectors. We are unwavering in our commitment to fostering an environment that propels business growth and fuels economic development. The past 3 months have witnessed significant milestones in improving Liberia's investment landscape. A streamlined framework, simplified business operations, the time for licenses and permits have been reduced, and tax administration is now more efficient. Investment in infrastructure are paving the way for a more connected Liberia. Major road construction projects are underway, enhancing connectivity and market access. Additionally, we are seeking to upgrade ports and airports to facilitate trade. Agriculture is a cornerstone of our economy. New policy empower farmers, enhance productivity, and promote value addition. This includes providing access to finance, modern farming techniques, and strong market linkages through the World Bank support. Embracing the power of technology, we are driving digital transformation initiatives. This encompasses the adoption of e-government solutions and the expansion of broadband infrastructure to improve both government services and business operations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Liberia offers numerous investment opportunities in sectors such as agriculture. With fertile land and favorable climate, there are vast opportunities for agribusiness, growth in mineral resources, including iron ore, gold, diamonds, and many others that are still to be uncovered. They are committed to developing the mining sector sustainably and responsibly. Investment in renewable energy such as solar, hydro, and biomass is a priority to diversify our energy mix and ensure energy security. With beautiful landscapes, pristine beaches, and rich cultural heritage, Liberia has the potential to become a premier tourist destination. There are opportunities for public-private partnership in infrastructure development, including roads, bridges, ports, and airports. Ladies and gentlemen, Liberia is open for business. We are committed to creating a conducive environment for investment, fostering economic growth, and building a prosperous future for our people. We invite all of you to explore the opportunities in Liberia and to join us in this exciting journey of transformation and development. I want to thank you for your attention and for coming to this business forum. I look forward to a fruitful discussion and collaboration that will benefit both Korea, our newfound friend, and Africa, and in particular, Liberia. I want to thank you. God bless us all. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much for the warm remarks, opening the new age of relationships between Korea and Liberia. We share a number of things in common, including rich history of Christianity. Korea is one of the few countries in Asia with significant Christian population, about 30% now. And we have a number of active missionaries throughout Africa, including Liberia. At this point, I want to invite President Kim Chun-jin, the CEO of Korea Agro Fisheries Trade Corporation, to make his remark on behalf of the business delegation that are present today. He is a dentist by profession, but he also served as a member of the National Assembly, and now he's serving as the CEO of a very important government publicly owned corporation. Kim Chun-jin 사장님 부탁드립니다. Please welcome Mr. Kim.
네, 인사 올리겠습니다.
Greetings.
오늘 뜻깊은 날입니다.
Today is very meaningful day.
네, 저는 한국 농수산식품유통공사 사장으로 있는 김춘진입니다.
My name is Chun-jin Kim, the president of Korea Agro-Fisheries Food Trade Corporation.
예, 바쁜 일정 중에도 귀한 시간을 내주신 한국 대통령이 제프 블리브 투자위원회 위원장님을 비롯한 관계자 여러분께 진심으로 감사의 말씀을 드립니다.
Yeah, my hearty thanks to the valuable time sharing of His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai, the President of Liberia, and then Jeff Blibo, Chairman of National Investment Commission, and all the other distinguished ministers from Liberia.
오늘 이 자리를 빌어서 라이베리아 대통령님께 특별히 6.25 전쟁 당시 저희 대한민국에 많은 물자를 지원해 주신 것에 대해서 진심으로 감사의 말씀을 드립니다.
Also today, I hope to express my great appreciation for the support in the Korean War. During the Korean War, Liberia supported a lot of things to South Korea.
라이베리아를 비롯한 세계 많은 국가들의 도움을 받아서 대한민국도 이렇게 잘 사는 나라로 발전했습니다.
Korea was able to achieve the economic growth and became rich country with the support of Liberia and then other countries in the world.
전 세계가 아프리카를 주목하고 있습니다.
Africa is becoming global focus now.
아프리카는 매우 젊은 대륙입니다.
Africa is a very young continent.
그리고 풍부한 천연 자원을 많이 가지고 있습니다.
And with the plenty natural resources.
지구촌에 있는 모든 국가들이 함께 잘 사는 나라로 발전해야 될 것이라고 생각합니다.
It's time for the whole world should grow together to become rich countries together.
지구인의 한 사람으로서 아프리카의 번영은 선택 사항이 아닌 필수 사항이라고 생각합니다.
As a global citizen, I believe that growth of Africa is not a selection, just very essential.
특히 라이베리아와 함께 농업 발전을 위해서 대한민국과 농수산식품 교류가 보다 많이 확대되는 계기가 될 것이라고 확신하고 있습니다.
especially in agriculture and in the food sector. Korea and Korea can grow together. They can develop many business together.
저희 공사를 잠깐 소개하겠습니다.
I will introduce briefly about our cooperation.
한국농수산식품유통공사는 대한민국의 농산물, 임산물, 축산물, 수산물의 가격 안정 그리고 유통 구조를 개선해서 농수산식품의 안정적인 공급을 하는 회사이며 또한 식품산업을 육성해서 잘 사는 대한민국을 만들어라 하는 목적으로 1967년에 설립된 공사입니다.
The Korea Agro-Fisheries Food Trade Corporation was established in 1967 as a public organization for food safety in Korea, including agricultural product, fisheries, and then the forest product for the purpose to stabilize the food prices in Korea.
공사는 대한민국의 식량을 책임지고 있는 공사로 있습니다.
Our corporation is responsible for the food safety in Korea, and then this year we are supplying 60,000 tons of rice to 8 African countries.
아프리카 이외의 국가에는 약 4만 톤을 지원하고 있습니다.
Besides Africa, we are also supporting 40,000 tons to other countries.
또 아세안 플러스 3 국가가 재난으로 위험에 처해 있을 때 1년에 10,000톤씩의 쌀을 지원하고 있습니다.
Also in cases the countries are in difficult condition, difficult situation of food, we are supporting 10,000 tons of rice each.
아울러 공사는 인류의 미래를 이어가고 있는 기후위기 극복을 위해서 저탄소 식생활 운동을 전개하고 있습니다.
Also, our corporation is doing low carbon food campaign that is threatening the future of the humankind.
이러한 로우 카본 다이어트 캠페인을 주도적으로 하고 있는 이유는 기후위기의 원인은 IPCC 6차 회의에서 사람이라고 발표했습니다.
The reason that our corporation is doing low carbon food campaign is
low carbon diet campaign.
Yeah, for the low carbon diet campaign is because IPCC declared the main reason for the climate change is the human.
바로 이러한 운동, 즉 이러한 운동을 통해서 사람을 바꾸는 운동입니다.
Yeah, this campaign is a change in the human through this kind of activities.
사람을 어떻게 바꾸느냐? 사람이 지구를 떠나서는 살 수 없습니다. 그래서 우리 사람이 탄소 배출을 줄이는 식생활 습관을 갖게 함으로써 기후 행동으로 바뀌게 하는 운동입니다.
How can we reduce the carbon problems? We human cannot escape this planet. Through the reducing the carbon emission from food consumption, we can change the climate.
사람이 바뀌게 되면은, 즉 기후 위기에 대한 정책, 그리고 여기에 따른 입법, 그리고 예산을 투입하게 되기 때문에 반드시 기후위기는 극복될 수밖에 없습니다.
The climate crisis can be overcome if a human can be changed. Because if the human can be changed, we can change the legal structure and then prepare the budget to overcome the climate crisis.
예를 들어서 지금 지구촌에 전국 단위의 선거가 있는 국가가 약 77개 국가가 전국 단위의 선거를 치르게 됩니다.
Currently, there are 77 countries in the world with election this year.
미국의 대통령 선거가 있습니다.
America has the presidential election this year.
인플레이션 감축법, 즉 기후 위기를 극복하기 위해서 약 1조 달러의 예산이 쓰여지는 이러한 법이 대통령 선거에서 굉장히 이슈가 될 거라고 생각합니다.
I think that about $1 trillion inactivation in American election will be issued.
유럽 산업법이 EU의 선거에서 중요한 이슈가 될 거라고 생각합니다.
In Europe, in June this year, the inactivation for net zero will be a main issue.
2030년까지 산업 현장에 쓰는 에너지를 40%를 친환경 에너지로 쓰겠다는 법입니다. 아마 유럽 지금 현재 곧 EU 의회 선거가 있는데 이것이 아마 큰 이슈가 될 것입니다.
We deal with the act to reduce to convert the energy in the industrial sector to environmental energy by 2030.
결국에 우리 사람이 바뀌게 되면은 기후 위기를 극복할 수 있고, 그리고 농수산식품의 생산부터 소비까지의 31%가 31%의 탄소가 배출된다고 유엔에서 발표했습니다.
The UN declared about 31% is produced from production until consumption of food.
바로 직접적으로 31%에 달하는 탄소 배출을 줄일 수 있는 운동입니다.
So if we can reduce if we can change our attitude, we can reduce 31% carbon emission from the food sector.
현재 미국의 아마존, 그리고 중국의 알리바바, 프랑스의 까르푸 등 대기업도 참여하고 있습니다.
Currently, the American Amazon, China Alibaba, and the French the Carrefour is also participating for this campaign.
미국 워싱턴 DC, 캄보디아 농림부 등도 동참하고 있습니다.
Also, Washington D.C., America, and Cambodia, the Ministry of Agriculture is also participating in this campaign.
오늘 업무 협약으로 저탄소 식생활 동참 기관이 전 세계 46개국 679개 기관으로 확대됐습니다.
With the signing of agreement today, the organization participating low carbon food campaign is becoming 679 organization in 46 countries.
이번 주 열린 한 아프리카 정상회의의 슬로건이 한국과 아프리카가 함께 만드는 미래였습니다.
The slogan of Korea-Africa Summit meeting this week was the future Korea and Africa is developing together.
이 슬로건처럼 한국과 나이베리아가 함께 만들어갈 미래를 위해 앞으로 자주 만나고 협력하기를 기대합니다.
I hope to meet and then cooperate together for the future by Korea and Liberia.
네, 매우 고맙습니다.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Kim. There has been a slight change in the program at the request of the Liberian government. Initially, we had planned on signing 2 MOUs at the beginning of the program, but I was asked to postpone that until 12:30, when number of MOUs, including ours, will be signed. So that means that originally we're going to have a program until 12 and then have lunch and then dismiss. But so we're going to pull up the lunch a little bit to 11:30, so that we'll be done with lunch by 12:30 to be ready for the MOU signing. There was also supposed to be a group photo. So Minister Stepkwa, should we have the group photo now?
Yeah. Essentially a little bit ahead. We'll go ahead and sign these MOUs now. I think it's the last way.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
If it's okay with you, I mean, we're all ready to sign.
We just confirm.
Yeah, they're here.
Okay, since Mr. President, with your permission, since the signers are here, Chairman Blibo and Minister Nuta, we can just do the signing now and then just proceed. Okay? So we'll do the signing now.
Okay. First signing, Chairman Blibo and Mr. Kim.
Then maybe just give us a summary of what the MOU is about. Just a quick overview.
Mr. Kim explained the MOU in some detail. Please have a seat. Oh, but the essence is that the Korea Agro Fisheries Product Trade Corporation will collaborate with its counterpart in Liberia, including the Ministry of Agriculture, for dissemination of production, distribution, and logistic technologies for agricultural development and income increase among farmers and fish farmers in Liberia, and cooperate to expand food cultural exchanges between 2 countries and disseminate sustainable service practices with a low carbon food campaign. So that's the essence of it. But I was told that all of the business MOUs are to be signed by the chairman of the Liberia National Investment Commission. So Mr. Chairman Blibo will be signing this MOU on behalf of Liberia.
The Memorandum of Understanding to ensure that the agriculture sector is developed on fisheries, food production, and other agro-business related areas. If you're just joining us, you're listening and viewing the Business Roundtable with key Korean business leaders and His Excellency President Nyuma Boakai, along with the members of the delegation. And you're just witnessing signing ceremony of a memorandum of understanding between the Liberian government and Korean business leaders in connection to cooperation, development cooperation between the two partners, Liberia and key leaders. I will tell you shortly who those are. Now, the chairman of the National Investment Commission, Mr. Jeff Blibo, is signing on behalf of the government of Liberia, and Koreans as well as signing the exchanges going on, exchanging the MOU for agriculture investment and other development initiatives.
And I just put them on there and then shake hands.
While His Excellency the President is watching this
The Korean side has also
on behalf of the Liberian government. You know, the Asians are very good at gifting. That's one of the things we've realized here so far.
Minister, 여기 계세요. 이쪽에.
Mr. Newton.
Minister, please stand up.
And they're gifting.
Yeah. President Kim will deliver it.
President will receive the gift from President Kim.
이쪽을 봐주세요. 이쪽을 앞쪽을 좀 봐주시죠. 이쪽. 여기 한번 봐주세요. 다 같이 이쪽 한번 봐주세요.
The gifting section
The
continues.
second MOU is between Chairman Blibo the seaweed Kim, called it Kim. Minister 여기 본부장관. Okay. The Kim is the seaweed has become our #1 seafood export item, going over about $800 million in export last year. By a single item, it's become the most popular seafood export. And I was told we have developed technology to grow this seaweed, which maybe we can share with Liberia. The second, MOU, please have a seat, is between Liberia and Soiba, service-oriented interactive video application. It's also regarding a sustainable food environment between two countries and to expand exchanges for investment in agriculture, fishery, and food.
Another MOU is about to be signed.
Work on reducing carbon reduction and to establish a exchange in that regard.
So specifically, this one is in the carbon reduction sector, and Chairman of the National Investment Commission, Jeff Blibo, will If you're just joining us, you're watching live business roundtable with His Excellency President Joseph Nyuma Boakai and key business leaders in South Korea. We signed the first agreement in the agricultural sector, and this is the next agreement specifically on carbon footprint, especially in the agricultural sector. We will do some
Okay. Memos been signed. Shake hands. Let's congratulate them. Round of applause. At this time, I want to invite Minister of State for Special Services.
Thank you, TS. I'm not actually going to be making remarks, but just to introduce one of my colleagues, the Minister of Agriculture. You know, the two MOUs that were just signed are processes that are going to be driven by the Ministry of Agriculture. The two instances, whether it's cassava, support to fisheries, and others, are all under the aegis of the Ministry of Agriculture. And therefore, since the Minister is here, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite up to the podium Dr. Alexander Nuta, Minister of Agriculture, to give some highlights on the essence of the two MOUs that have been signed, and also recap his impression of the visit to one of the sites that he's been able to stop by since his arrival in Korea. Mr. Nuta.
Thank you, Minister. Let me thank the Korean side for the kind hospitality that we've received since we came here. Let me also thank the organizer for my field trip. You know, I've had 2 field trips visiting agricultural facilities here in Korea, and I think I'm very impressed by what I've seen. Yesterday, I traveled with my friend. We traveled 190 kilometers outside of Seoul to go and see a fantastic facility that we think when he comes to Liberia, we're going to have significant impact on our agriculture sector, because we are looking at value addition, and we thought Korea and ourselves can partner in 2 main ways in the agriculture sector, from mechanization, equipment, to value addition. And yesterday was an eye-opening for me when I saw the huge facility he has here in Korea, and we had some conversation around that. I can't wait to see you back in Liberia visiting us in July, like we said yesterday, so that you will start to build that facility in Liberia where we will process our cassava into value addition or value-added product that can be sold not just on the Seoul market, but in markets in other parts of Asia and the USA. And that conversation was very great. We also had the opportunity to visit the Asia technology site where they fabricate or produce mechanization equipment. Some of these equipment are handed. We thought they were suitable for our climatic condition and our agriculture system. So we've been trying to invite them too, and they are going to come to Liberia. In July, we're going to have 2 delegations coming to Liberia to be part of our process. And we are also looking forward to another MOU that should be signed today. We are going to be signing MOU with the Africa-Korean Economic Development Association. That group is also going to be coming to Liberia to do some activities in agriculture, which we think is critical as expressed in the President's vision for Liberia. If you look at the arrest agenda, that agenda is going to be pivotal on agriculture, because he said it, agriculture remains the foundation of our economy. So, our Korean fellows, our friends, we are inviting you, all of you here, we invite you to come to Liberia. Liberia has great potential in agriculture. We've just developed a new national development plan for the sector, and that plan is looking at developing our sector from the value added or value addition perspective. We're looking at the value chain approach, looking at production of our people, and also make ourselves self-sufficient in food production. We know you have reached that mark for rice. Koreans produce more rice than they can consume, but we as Liberians consume more rice than we can produce. So the opportunity is there. We want you to come to Liberia, take advantage of our over 600,000 hectares of irrigable land for rice production. Come and expand the production for us. You can also come over to Liberia and invest in value addition in our tree crops. We do cocoa, we do coffee. We are going to be expanding cashew production also. Prospects are there for you to add value. Our rice sector, you can grow more rice in Liberia and export to other markets because the opportunity exists. We ourselves will eat more of it, we'll buy it from you, we'll eat more cash production sector. Cassava is produced in Liberia massively, but we need to have that value addition aspect of it so that we transform our fresh roots into processes or into value that you need here in Korea, the starch. The market is there, so we invite you all, come and invest in our agriculture sector so that we can mutually benefit from your investment and our abundant labor force. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. At this point, His Excellency would like to make a special presentation, and therefore, at this time, we'd like to invite to please come up the Honorary Ambassador of Trade for an Investment for the Republic of Korea, Ambassador Tong Soo Chung. We call him TS for short. And of course, my newfound brother, Stanley Choi. Could you please both come up? Stanford. There he is. During His Excellency's remarks, he referenced these two gentlemen, and His Excellency will like for keepsakes. Stan. His Excellency would like to present to you all in appreciation of your hard work and your commitment to Liberia and helping to organize this special forum. His Excellency would like to present to you a personally signed copy of his remarks delivered here today, and I'd just like to read what he wrote. He said, to TS and Stan Choi, thank you for all that you do for Liberia. Thank you for your help and your commitment to our country. You are truly our newfound friends. Signed, His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia. At this time, the President will make this special presentation.
I want to thank you. We don't take this lightly. We actually look forward to a strong and vibrant relationship, and we'll be waiting to see you soon in Liberia to begin to put into reality this newfound friendship. Thank you very much for opening your doors to us. We want to thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
And the two of you will present you this signed copy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Well, that was not, I didn't know about that. So thank you very much, Mr. President. It's very, very nice of you. I also very happy this week. Actually, since last week when I first met Mr. Step we've become good friends and almost like brothers. And during this week, I met the members of other members of your delegation, including ministers and your presidential staff, and we've become very close to one another. I was very impressed by Minister Nuta yesterday when I extended a kind of an informal invitation to visit this factory, which is more than 2 hours away. He accepted. I was surprised. So we hastily arranged a visit to visit this fairly large starch factory in Chungcheong province, Chungcheong South province, owned by Chairman Sa, sitting in your table next to the minister. He's been in agro-business, food product business for 34 years. He has an active starch factory in Jeju Island, which is a little too far to visit. That's the largest island off the coast of the southern coast of the Korean Peninsula. But he's expanding his factory. We are hoping that Chairman Seo would be able to visit Liberia, assess the situation, because he said he supplies starch all around the world, not just to Korea. He has customers even in Europe. So one idea is maybe to process cassava into starch in Liberia and to export to Europe. So that would be a very nice new addition to the Liberian economy. We also talked about bringing young people from Liberia to Korea for education and training and employment in many different areas, including marine industry. We have Korea Marine University in the port city of Busan, which has been training seamen and women for Korea for the last 70 years. And Liberia is a very favored country for registry of ships in the world. And you also you have, I understand, a National Marine University. So we're hoping, I'll work on a relationship of collaboration between the two universities so that you can send your young people to Korea who will be educated, will be trained and educated here, and then maybe they get employed by Korean shipping companies and ship owners, as we are short of Korean young people who will work on the ships. So I think these are areas where we can mutually benefit and also mutually help each other. So this is just a few areas. I think we are with the President's visit this week and the hosting of the first Korea-Africa Summit, really opening a new era of a relationship and economic exchanges between Korea and Africa. And here we are really focusing on the Republic of Liberia through our long-standing relationship and the heritage of democracy and culture that we share. So at this point, I'd like to have a maybe group photo. How should we arrange it? Should we get rid of this table and then?
Yes, we get rid of the table, and then the others will line up, and then His Excellency will join later.
Let's get this table in front of you.
Yes. Can this come down a little bit? Can it come down a little bit? Yes, just to make sure.
조금 더 내려달라고 하죠.
네. So everybody can stand.
이렇게 일단 나오셔서 maybe in 2 rows or should we have some chairs in front so that no.
So we'll have first the business leaders will come and the president will take picture, then the rest everybody.
두 그룹으로 나눠서 하자니까요. 일단 비즈니스 리더들 먼저 나오시고 그 다음에 또 다 찍고 이렇게 두 번으로 나눠서 하자고 합니다.
비즈니스 리더면 한국 쪽.
예.
선생님 오세요.
그래서 키 크신 분들이 좀 뒤로 가시고.
키 크신 분들 이쪽. 이쪽까지.
Well, thank you all for following live this OB crew. Next is going to be the photo section, and then after there'll be a lunch served, and this comes to an end for this section. So thank you all. We hope to summarize everything later on. Until then,
Liberian delegation, please join the photo.
Let's kind of make it up.
안쪽에 계시는 분들 뒷판으로 부탁드리겠습니다. 안쪽에 계시는 분들 안 나와서
behind, otherwise you'll be cut off.
찍겠습니다. 하나, 둘, 셋.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.